Cher, which means dear friend in French, was born in 1918. Cher was one of the 600 Army Signal Corps pigeons sent to France to assist with communication on the battlefield. Homing pigeons are known for their ability to find their way home, even from across terrains the pigeon does not know. In 2013, John Hagstrom, a geologist from the United States Geological Survey, studied this ability. He discovered that pigeons can hear sounds at lower frequencies, allowing them to create a sound map in their head. Using this sound map, they can navigate around unknown spaces to get home. The Army recognized this skill at the beginning of World War I in 1914, when the Pigeon Corps was first established. The telephone and the radio were still new technologies and not always accessible in the field. So pigeons remained the most reliable sources of communication. Short notes were placed in a tiny canister attached to the pigeon's leg that they would carry to their destination. Cher had 12 successful missions, a high success rate among homing pigeons. When the Germans became aware of the Army's use of pigeons in carrying important information, they began training to shoot them down. Cher had his most dangerous mission during the Meuse-Argonne offensive in 1918. Cher was stationed with the 77th Division, referred to as the Lost Battalion, in the Argonne Forest. They found themselves cut off from the rest of the American troops under heavy bombardment. The battalion was trapped behind German lines and unable to make their position known. Soon, American bombs began falling on the Lost Battalion on October 4th, making the situation dire. Since they were out of the reach of the radio signal, using a homing pigeon was their only choice. American Match, Charles Whittlesey and his men watched as almost all of their pigeons were shot down by the Germans until they were left with only one pigeon, Cher. Whittlesey attached a note to Cher's leg, writing, "We're along the road parallel to 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it." Cher dodged German bullets, giving the soldiers hope until he was shot through the chest and fell to the ground. Against all odds, he returned to the sky to deliver the message. He flew at record speeds, covering 25 miles in a little less than a half an hour. He arrived at the American base with the message, alive but badly wounded. Army medics were able to save Cher, but he lost his right leg and was permanently blinded. Due to Cher's trip, the bombardment on the Lost Battalion stopped and 194 men safely returned to American lines. Cher was awarded the Croix de Guerre by the French government to honor bravery on the battlefield. General John Pershing honored him by saying, "There isn't anything the United States can do too much for this bird."